to say that the Wednesday down between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun was serious would be putting it mildly. 94 to 80 triumph for the Fever was set apart by rawness, coarseness, and strain, making it one of the most requesting round of the Kaitlyn Clarke's vocation. Indeed, even Clarke, who has had to deal with her reasonable portion of extreme matchups, recognized after the game that this challenge stood apart as one of the most truly testing she has at any point experienced. 140103197785424 140103197785424 from the initial tip. Obviously, the Sun had a methodology based on restricting Clarke's effect. They steadily designed her all through the game, making her work for each point and each belonging. The actual ideas of the Sun's safeguard was typified by an especially hard screen set by the Connecticut elite player forward Alyssa Thomas. This second became one of the game's vital occurrences and started a basic reason. Responses from the Kaitlyn Clarke colleagues Aliyah Boston 140103197785424 140103197785424 as Clarke was bushwhacked by Thomas Green. The effect sent her rambling to the floor. The impact was extraordinary, and it was obvious that Clarke was shaken by the play. Thomas was required a hostile foul. However, Clarke's response recommended she trusted the foul justified further investigation. Obviously disappointed, Clarke seemed prepared to face the officials may be looking for a survey for a likely glaring foul. Her feelings were substantial, and briefly it appears as though the circumstances would heighten. 140103197785424 140103197785424 Clarke is known for her searing intensity and is not one of to the withdraw from a showdown with five specialized fouls currently on her record for the season. In any case, she was stepping on hazardous ground. Two additional specialized fouls would bring about a program suspension, an outcome that could seriously influence her group's season finisher push. Perceiving the potential for catastrophe, Aliyah Boston stepped in at an essential second. 140103197785424 140103197785424 Boston, a wild rival by her own doing, went about as the voice of reason during this warm trade. She immediately interceded, truly directing the Clarke away from the arbitrators and assisting with diffusing the circumstances before it raised. Boston's intercession was opportune and shown her concession of the master plan. That's what she comprehended, permitting the clerk to connect further with the authorities might have prompted a specialized fall, which was the last thing the viewer required in such a nearby game. The same number subsequent to pulling Clarke away from the refs, Boston kept on putting her partner down, strolling with her and offering expression of consolation. This motion went past simple on-court initiative. It was a reasonable exhibit of the bond and shared regard that exists between the two players. Boston's activities featured the profound consideration these competitors have for one another, both on and off the court. At that time, Boston focused on her partner's prosperity and the group's general accomplishment over any private feeling or dissatisfaction she could have felt. 140103197854241401031978542. The episode additionally highlighted Boston's development and administration characteristics. While she is a serious contender who plays with energy and fire, she likewise knows when to step back and give a quitting impact. Her capacity to stay mentally collected in a profound charged circumstances was essential in keeping the game from spiraling crazy and in the keeping the Clarke on the court where her presence was fundamental to getting the success. 140 10319 7785424 140 10319 7785424. Eventually, the viewer's triumph was a confirmation not exclusively to their expertise and assurance, yet in the addition to their solidarity collectively. The manner in which Boston upheld Clarke during a snapshot of weakness mirrored areas of the strength for the inside the group. This game will be recalled for its relevance, rawness, and power, as well as for the manner in which the fewer players paid special attention to one another, exhibiting that their prosperity is based on an underpinning of trust, regard, and shared help. 140 10319 7785424 140 as the viewer proceed with their push towards the end of the season games. The connection among the Clarke and the Boston and the whole group will be a fundamental consider their excursion. This game, with all its theatrics and feelings, feel in as a sign of the significance of cooperation and authority, particularly in the most difficult minutes. Now please subscribe my channel